right. We ready, everybody?
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right. I got a little intro I wrote up. At the edge of civilization, beyond the reach of lantern light and prayer, there stands a house that refuses to sleep. Its windows stare like hollow eyes, and its doors never quite stay shut. Long before our heroes set foot on its rotting floors, the halls knew whispers, whispers of lost scholars, forbidden rites, and a presence that stirs when the wind dies. Some say the spirits within are hungry. Others say the house itself remembers every trespasser, every secret, every scream. Now, a band of investigators steps into that darkness, drawn by fate, curiosity, our debts left unpaid. They carry steel, spells, and bravo, but the house carries something older, something watching, something patience. And in these halls, the truth waits like a knife in the dark. Welcome everybody to Malevolent. I can never say that name.
It's a tricky one.
It is
Malevolence.
Malevolence.
Malevolence. Echoes in the Dark, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play podcast where the shadows have stories and every room has its secrets. I am Joseph, also known as Noble Goblin in most social media. Let's kick it over to our cast and let everybody introduce themselves. Go ahead, Mia.
All right. What's up, everybody? I am Chris, or Mia El Chivo, in our Discord. And I am playing our champion of Pharasma, Byron Aldrich. And let's go to Gray.
Yeah, Grayson is the name. I go by Gray or Son of Gray on the Discord, and I'll be playing Olbert Everhue, the gnomish wizard. Let's see, we got Big Red.
Hello, everybody. I am Big Red, and I will be playing Varric Stonevale, the Dwarven Thaumaturge. And I will throw it over to Skull.
Hey, my name is Justin. You may know me as Skull525 on Discord. I am playing Elias Vale, Investigator. Rocket, it's up to you, man.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rocket, the sole Canadian of the group, I believe. And
I think you're right.
am playing Roscarn Sangravel, a cleric of Erasni. Now, back to our intrepid DMGM Noble.
All right. One thing I like to do with all my games. How many of you guys like hero points?
Ooh, me.
I'm a fan.
I'll take two, please.
some.
Anybody wants to give us just a quick recap of last week's session? Y'all will get a free hero point. Who would like to hit that?
Ooh, this is where note-taking comes into play. It's something I'm really good at.
Oh,
Ooh,
How about
fire
you,
away.
Rocket?
All right. Last week on our first episode, the four of us met up in a tavern. Oh no, I forgot the name of the place because I didn't write it down. But that's
Crook
okay.
Snook.
The Gilded
No,
Griffin?
The Gilded Griffin. Crook
The
Snook
Gilded
is the
Griffin, yes.
Abomination
Thank you.
Vaults. My bad.
Yeah, Crook Snook is an AV. Yeah. Anyway, we met up with a lady named Lucilla Xarwinn, who is essentially hiring a group of people to go out to her ancestral estate, the Xarwinn Manor, which is somewhere on the coast of Ravenel. We are to survey that estate and report on the state of it. She wants to reclaim it. It has an unsavory reputation, a uneasy reputation. There's a lot of bad juju around there. When asked about payment, she said, basically take anything that's not nailed down, except for a specific mirror, which she would like to keep for herself.
Yeah, and I
And
appreciate Byron carrying all of my loot for me as a small gnomish man.
Yep, discount worth amount.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so after we did that, we did some haggling, we did some bantering back and forth, and then we set out to do some prep work before heading out to Xarwinn Manor. We hit up a couple of churches, the Universalist Church and the Pharasmite Church, where Byron's connections, being a champion of Pharasma, came in pretty handy to get us access to the libraries. When we did some research on Xarwinn Manor, where we learned the exact location and date of construction, the date it was abandoned, and we also learned that several of the workers who built the manor disappeared very shortly after it finished. And not disappeared as in just took their paycheck and, didn't even bother saying goodbye. Disappeared as in didn't even bother to show up for their final paycheck. Also, we learned that the original floor plans for Xarwinn Manor were either lost or destroyed. Crooked Cove is the name of the place where Xarwinn Manor is located. We learned that there are very strong haunts in places around there, and ghosts and phantasms of all sorts. We also looked into the mirror, and the only thing we could come up with was a name, the Void Mirror. That's all we could figure out. And that was all because my character, Ross Garn, had it stick in his mind for some reason, but couldn't dig anything further out. What else did we figure out? The dream. Yeah, we were all brought together by a dream. A dream
Not all of us.
mentioning. Oh, you're right. There was a dream and a letter. And one of the lines in there was that the blood remembers. We did figure out. We figured out that the dream, and then that night that we stayed in the tavern before heading out, we all had another dream, or most of us had another dream. And we figured out that it is magically influenced by the lingering psychic imprint at Xarwinn Manor. Now I'm reading this one as I wrote it in the notes. The letters, Lucille, the dream, these are all connected psychically. We don't know if Lucille is behind this herself, but she is definitely not an innocent bystander in it. And then we hopped into a carriage that she had procured for us to take us to Xarwinn Manor. And I believe Baron, was it Baron?
No, it was Elias.
It was Elias. Found a symbol of Asmodeus branded or carved into the floorboards of the carriage that was taking us to Xarwinn Manor. And with the various religious and occult knowledge on board, all we know about that is that a symbol of Asmodeus is a common sign of an infernal contract, but we don't know the nature of the contract or anything like that. And I believe that's where we left off, is approaching. I don't remember if we got halfway there or if we were starting to approach the manor, but that's where my notes end.
All right.
That's definitely hero point worthy, I would say.
That is definitely. And you have that hero point added to you.
I'm gonna be a little bit of a jerk here. So Elias did not tell you guys that the dreams are linked to the letters.
Yeah, we don't know that completely yet.
Oh, okay.
But for the listeners,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a recap for the listeners. That was not a recap for the players, and I apologize for saying we all learned that. And moving forward, I will mark that stuff as I hear it.
Fine. Keep your secrets.
absolutely, I don't trust you fools.
I'll put a marker on
That's
my
fair.
notes for as I as I hear that stuff, so that I remember what is in character or on table or above table knowledge,
Nice.
so to speak.
All right, let's us jump into it then. The scene opens as rain pelts the carriage roofs in sheets. By the time you reach the outskirts of Crooked Cove, the last 150 miles has been hard on mind, body, and soul. The rain started about 3 days ago and hasn't let up since. Darkness fills the area. The horses slow as you see that sign. Looks like an old, just a handmade piece of wood nailed to a tree that says Crooked Cove. And under it, the carvings turn back now.
Hey,
I don't know if we should
Town.
turn back.
It's a good suggestion, but I don't think we could get paid if we follow their directions.
I guess that means onward.
As the carriage bumps this unused road around a bend, the town sits, hunched along a cliffside, an abandoned sprawl of warped porches and shuttered windows, every building sagging like a body left too long in the rain. No lights burn, no hearths glow. The only sound is the wind moaning between empty door frames. As the carriage moves down into what used to be the downtown area, it rolls past a few rows of crooked homes. As you look out the windows, a flicker of movement catches your eye. You see a long figure that stands ahead of you, tall, still, soaked in shadow. Can't make out a face beneath the hood, only the unnatural stiffness of their posture. For a heartbeat, they simply watch the carriage approach. Then lightning cracks overhead, and the figure is gone. Not walking away, not running, simply no longer there.
Oh, that's freaky.
Please tell me everybody saw that. My eyesight isn't quite what it was in my youth.
Well,
Did you see a figure there? And as soon as the lightning cracked, it wasn't.
yes, Albert, I saw it as well. I would say you don't need new glasses, that is for sure.
I saw it too. I was just hoping I didn't.
Yes, this place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What did we see? Sorry, I was bowed in prayer.
Oh.
It's a man.
Was it a man? I thought it was a lady.
It could have been. It's cloaked. Formless, but humanoid. I didn't see a face. But as soon as the lightning cracked, as soon as it noticed us, for but a moment, it disappeared as soon as we saw it. As soon as it saw us.
As you are speaking, the lightning cracks again, thunder booms.
Ah!
As the horses jerk up, the wagon rattling from side to side, knocking you to and fro. You hear the driver swear in his breath, "Damn this place." He pushes them onward, eager, you could tell, to be done with the cove's silent lanes. You feel the wagon climbing a bumpy hill as the wagon comes to a stop. "All right," you hear the driver say, "that's all I promised her ladyship. I will not go a damned mile closer to this house." You feel the wagon shake as the driver climbs off. The door fly open, rain hitting you in the face as the driver, in his long coat and almost like Western style hat, stands there with a lantern shining up at you all. "All right, get out. I will not go another mile further."
As you wish, sir. And Byron will grab his sword, attach it to his belt, and step out of the carriage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Varric would follow quickly behind you, having the lantern. He would step out and, beaten by the rain, hold the lantern high.
Olbert will follow. But before he steps out into the rain, he's going to put his pipe into his robe to keep it dry and cast mage armor. As you see, kind of just a plum-colored form kind of mask his shape and his robe, and then kind of just fade into his clothing and disappear.
Skarn will get out and look up at the coachman and ask, "What is your name, coachman?" And then you can kind of see he's not doesn't have the most pleasant look on Roskarn's face.
The coachman kind of looks at you. You can say he's ragged, long nose, big bushy mustache. The name's Davies. I was paid to take you within a mile. He points. You see this winding, cracked road leading up towards almost the silhouette of a mansion ahead. And we're within a mile. So I am leaving. Her missus will be here in a month or so. Good luck. With that, you see him turn and be climbing up on the side of the wagon.
My good man Davies. Just for your information, I'm not sure you are aware, but you do have an infernal insignia in your carriage. Quite the nasty stuff, those devils. Just do be careful.
He continues climbing before responding. He looks down, nods. Thank you. It's the missus, and she might be in Ravenel, but she is all Chilaxian. As he hitches the horses, they begin slowly getting turned around as he disappears back into Crooked Cove, leaving you all standing in the rain. Visibility, even with the lantern, maybe 10, 20 feet. You see this winding, crooked road leading up a hill, trees almost grown, impressing in on it. What do y'all do?
Byron's gonna hold his hand over his eyes, kind of keep the rain from landing directly in it. He looks around at everyone and, well, the storm is pretty bad. I think we should probably get to the manor or some sort of shelter soon.
That's a good idea.
See Roskarn just kind of on the back of his shield, just kind of like scratching something. And then just first thing we need to do is get out of the rain, and the best way to do that is to get inside. So hiking it is, I suppose.
I will mention, I have been to Crooked Cove before, and it may be in our best interest to be on the lookout and maybe have weapons drawn. Followed a group of smugglers here, but they were gone before I could catch up to them. So they still may be lurking around.
Thanks for the heads up. And I will draw my sword. Shing.
I will keep my eye out, and I'll search, or just seek, I guess, whatever it is.
I was about to say, with Pathfinder 2e, we have our exploration activities, and it's a good time to set them. And what is everybody's activity?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and, not sure if we have those set up on our character sheets yet, but I can go ahead and put mine on. Actions, exploration. Yeah. Go ahead and put my active as search. And do you want me to do a private GM perception check for that?
Yes, that would be perfect.
Cool.
How about you, Byron? What is your exploration activity?
I am going to be defending with what Elias told us. I'm going to be on watch. I'm going to have my shield up and ready for combat to start just in case while I'm following everyone.
All right, how about Varric?
I will be searching.
All right, so 2 searching. Olberd?
Yeah, I'll be searching.
3 searching. And Elias?
Investigating.
All right, so 3 perceptions, 1 recall knowledge, and a shield is up. Got it.
Let's make that 2 shields up. Roskarn will be defending as well.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. All right, as you begin the slow trudge up this winding hill, moving trees and limbs, it's not easy, it's not fast. It is Kind of boring. The rain hitting your face, the lightning striking every now and then. Byron, as you walk, your mind starts to drift. Maybe to a pleasanter time, maybe to a time before any of this was even thought of. What are you thinking of right now?
Okay. So you see a flashback start to happen in Byron's mind. He's much younger. He's sitting in the living room of his family home. There's a nice warm fire going. It's flickering and creating shadows that dance on the walls. And he's just sitting there soaking in the feeling of safety and familiarity. His dad is sitting on a rocking chair nearby, over by the flames. He's got a leather-bound journal on his lap, and then he's sitting there writing something into it. You can hear the creaking of the chair kind of matches up with the fires crackling. And Byron thinks to himself how he never actually got to read what his father used to write in all those books. And he looks around and sees in another part of the house his mother preparing dinner in the kitchen. She's making his favorite meal, which is shepherd's pie. She's humming and moving gracefully back and forth between her stations. And she turns and smiles at him. And that smile kind of makes him feel sad for a moment. As he's sitting at the table and remembering all of this, the ordinary moments, the lightning flashes where we are walking, and the memory fades to something a little bit darker. The room is not quite as bright. You see Byron is asleep on the couch, and his father asleep on a bed nearby. And Byron wakes up for some reason. You think it's a sound, and the sound comes again. There's a scratching from the attic space above. And as Byron sits up, he grabs a candle next to the couch where he was sleeping, and his hand is shaking, and he begins to climb the attic steps. And just as he goes to reach for the door that opens up to the attic, the lightning flashes again, and the memory fades out.
As the scene comes back to, a couple hours have passed. You have made your way up the hill. You start to see the formation of the manor, the darkness outlined, tall, two-story structure. You can hear the telltale sound of birds squawking, hooting, coming from the manor. It's too dark to see where they are, but you know they're there. You see the tall parapets holding the gate in front of you as you approach the front gates. Swathed in moist green moss. You see these stone pillars flanked with rusty wrought iron gates. Tangles of blackberry vines weave through the gate's bar, and a rusty metal coat of arms, comprised of a series of overlapping circles, rings, and stars adorn the front of this gate. As you approach it, the lightning strikes, lighting what is the manor, and you see the roof. Hundreds and hundreds of birds perched above it, looking at you. What do? The gate is shut.
Question before we begin this. As we started walking and whatnot, Roskarn has the Soul Warden dedication, and he has the Holy Sigil on his breastplate. Very prominent. He's not shy to hide it. Basically, what that means is whenever an undead creature or captive soul is within 100 feet of this object, meaning Roskarn's breastplate, the symbol glows and sheds dim blue light in a 10-foot radius. So basically what I'm asking is, am I glowing?
Yeah, I'm living it now. Definitely. You are glowing as bright as that little symbol can glow.
Okay. So how long has has it been glowing? Just as we got up to the manor, or within 100 feet of the
Uh,
manor, or has it basically
I'm
been
gonna say,
shining since we got to the region?
pretty much as you was going through Crooked Cove, you was shining.
Okay. So Roscarn will definitely make sure that everybody knows that that's what that means. Not that they should be surprised, but just so that they know, like, hey, this is going to be glowing because there's definitely a ton of undead around here or trapped souls.
That definitely
Hmm.
confirms our suspicions.
Right. As
Do we
his
see what kind of birds? You said there's like hundreds of birds. Do we see? Are we
uh,
able to make out what kind they are?
you was only able to see him because of the light from the lightning. So as of right now,
Probably not.
no.
No. Okay.
Well,
But you are standing in front of a wrought iron gate. You see vines growing in and out of it, rust everywhere, and a weird symbol on it.
As Byron is standing here, staring up at the birds, he kind of has an epiphany. And he looks around at everyone and says, I don't know about the rest of you, but when we were back at the inn, I had a dream. In this dream, I felt intense hatred for birds. Kind of an odd detail, if you ask me, but I figured it important nonetheless.
Yes, I felt it too, and it's quite strange because I have an affinity for most animals, me and my wife, and I've never felt a hatred for any animals. Maybe centipedes or creepy crawlies, but never birds. It's so strange. And even now, I gotta say, I'm a little bit off put to the critters.
Real quick, Elias, since you are investigating, roll me a society, or if you have a heraldry lore, uh, roll that. Recall knowledge.
is this a private?
Recall knowledge is secret, yes. All right. That is more than enough. You know that coat of arms, which is a series of overlapping circles and rings and stars that adorn the front gates, was a design of Iosif Xarwinn himself. You know he designed that in 4641 AR as his official paracount seal to Cheliax. It's the new family crest, pretty much. And real quick, you know that. Also, if you would like, since you are investigating, you can give me another recall knowledge if you have astronomy lore, or you can do nature.
All right.
You said that's Joseph Sarwin?
Eosif. It's like Joseph with an I instead of a J. Yeah. You note that the coat of arms is actually a stylized geocentric map of Galorian's solar system.
Whoa.
This is very interesting. It seems to be the solar system of Galorian. Is anybody good with astrology?
I studied a bit in school, but I wouldn't say I'm much learned. We had a song. It's been some time. I can't remember much.
As much as I've spent a lot of time under the stars, I don't know nothing about them.
I don't know.
No.
There's Castrovel. Yes, there's let's see, Akiton. Eox. There's got to be more I know of.
Are those the planets?
Yes, and Desna's path is the galaxy we live in. I really wish I paid more attention in school.
You know more than I, old bird.
Would
Really
I
never
be
thought
able?
I'd use it.
Would I be able to? So I have a feat called Keen Recollection. So even if I'm not trained in a specific skill or lore, I can still roll it. I just won't have any bonuses.
Oh,
I wanted to add that if anybody is rolling a recall knowledge on something and then my lantern light is showing on it, you get a +1.
Ooh.
awesome.
Wow, that's super clutch.
No, you don't know anything extra right now.
Could I roll an astrology?
If y'all wanting to stand in the rain for about another 15, 20 minutes while you are investigating, definitely.
Perhaps we
Um,
could recall knowledge inside and get out of this storm.
I agree. I
Absolutely.
By
am.
the door, maybe.
As you approach the door, you see this wrought iron fence. You see the walls around the manor have these spiked, little spikes, around the walls. The fence is rusted looking. What do y'all do as you approach?
Oh, we gotta open the fence, huh?
The gate is shut.
Elias is going to look for traps.
Okay, give me that perception roll, Elias. And since it is raining, I would take a -2 to that roll.
I think in the lantern light we'd get a +1 as well too, though.
Oh yeah, so just do a -1. And perceptions are always secret.
Oh, shit. Okay, good to know.
My bad.
That's fine.
I rolled that before you said anything.
That's fine. 26 is more than enough. You do not see any traps. It does look like it's unlocked, but with your roll, you have an idea that it's probably rusted tight, and it's going to take some good brute force probably to open this gate.
So Baron, or I'm sorry, Ruskarn, would one of you strong gentlemen be able to open this?
Let's go, Roskarn. I'm sure we can shove this open easily.
Very well. We'll step forward. Roskarn will
Right.
take the left.
All right.
I will
Just
grab the right.
give me those
And-
athletics rolls. Athletics are not secret, so you can roll them normal.
Right, rolling now. Byron got a 25.
26.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
both the gate doors almost fly open. Just bam, loud echoes through the room as they slam against the walls on the back side, and you are able to enter the manor house, the manor yard. As you walk in, you see this sprawling yard that once might have been manicured and fresh, but now the grass and weeds have overtaken it. Besides the path, it's grown about as tall as your friend Alberg.
All right, everyone. The gate is open. Let's find the door and get out of this rain.
You see a north path leading up the hill towards the manor. Do you follow the path or do you go off route into the weeds?
Probably follow the path.
All right.
And as we move along the path, I think I'm going to switch up my exploration activity to detect magic. As you see, Olbert kind of adjust his bifocals, and they again kind of just briefly shine multicolored sheen, and then that light just focuses into his retinas and goes away.
Also, Elias has That's Odd, so whenever he enters into a new location, the GM determines whether or not he sees something out of the ordinary.
Okay. Awesome. 1 second. Pause.
While you're working on that, Noble, as they move forward, I just noticed the party positioning. Roskarn will reach out and tap Varric on the shoulder and just mention, and just ask conversationally, are you, I mean, obviously he's a dwarf, right?
Correct.
Yeah. It's like, I know you're of the hardy sort, Vark, but should you be upfront with us?
I find myself to be in the middle the best to provide ample light all the way around.
All right. Then let's trade positioning.
Yeah. Let's get the guys with the swords and armor up front.
All right.
And if
as
you
y'all
boys
are-
don't mind, I'd like to maybe stay behind you, tall folk.
For our
don't-
listeners, could y'all explain the positioning where you are all at?
Yeah. Byron is going to be up in the front with his heavy armor. I'll be taking all the hits.
Yeah, and I think
Muskarn will be on
Olbert
his
will,
left.
I
I
believe
think
Varric is in the
Olbert will
middle.
stay behind Varric and Elias.
Awesome. As you are walking up this hill, up this path, the overgrown path leading from the front gate splits into a crossroads. To the north, the path leads to the manor's front door, while the east, it curls around the manor's side. And to the west, the path leads towards a collapsed building and an algae-choked pond before winding around the manor as well. In front of you, a rotting trunk of a fallen oak tree lies across the crossroads, almost as if forming a barrier to those who would approach the manor, or perhaps to keep something from within from traveling out. What will you do?
Is it impassable?
It is passable, but the trees and weeds around it are so thick it would take a while to get around either way.
Okay. Well, everybody, up ahead it looks like we've got a tree that's fallen down. We might have to go around.
And who is doing my searching again?
Me.
All right, roll me that secret perception roll as you are looking at this tree.
He's kind of going to step up and light it up as he holds his lantern in the air. And
as you step up, that lantern waved high. A flash of lightning hits you in the background, silhouetting your gravedigger persona, almost eerie-like. Think of the Undertaker if you're a wrestling fan. You see the trees pulsing, moving, almost waving on their own accord, not by the rain, not by the wind. What do you do?
he would step back over here again. I recommend we either go around or be prepared for a fight. Something's moving, and it's moving against the wind.
As you say that something begins to slither out.
Oh no.
Oh.
Centipedes!
Oh my god, Olbert was just saying he hates centipedes.
You see hundreds and thousands of centipedes, almost a foot long each, start swirling on top of each other, moving in and out of the branches as they sense their next meal, and begin surging towards you.
Oh my god.
All right.
Albert, run!
Let's-
It's centipedes!
I manifested them.
Let's get ready for our first combat.
Ooh.
Let's go!
Don't forget your initiative bonus if you're using perception.
Ooh,
'cause
the
you're in my
lantern
life.
is a status bonus that you can just turn on when you roll.
All right, while y'all roll
Um,
initiative, a quick description of the battle scene. There are trees laying down in the way. There's about a 5-foot gap towards the trees, towards the monsters. If you are stepping on the trees, that is difficult terrain. The monsters, the centipedes, are about 15, 20 feet away. And everybody is rolled. All right.
I rolled so bad.
Varric, you were the first to notice them. You were the first to see them wiggling out, and you were the first to act. What would you like to do?
He would like to exploit vulnerability. So I'm going to do Esoterica lore. I'll do blind.
Let's see, that is... Let's see, that is a failure, so let's see.
Instead, attempt to exploit a more personal vulnerability. You can exploit only the creature's personal antithesis.
Okay.
Cool,
So
cool.
your unarmed and weapon strikes against the creature also become magical if they are not already.
Oh,
At least that's something.
Well, and I believe
Uh,
you get something against him, even for failure, right?
Yeah, I get his personal antithesis.
Okay, nice, yeah.
Not entirely sure what that's supposed to mean. But
I'm pretty sure you get to add some bonus damage against just that creature, but not the other one. If you get the
Okay.
success, it'd be for both of them.
he's gonna stride forward 15 feet and make a melee strike with his warhammer.
okay. That is a miss.
I
As you
laugh
swing.
because. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said my creature sounded very feminine. It was like, "Hey-ya!" So I attacked.
As you swing your warhammer towards these centipedes, they almost like scatter in unison, leaving an open area where your warhammer strikes down, missing them all. That is 3 actions. Next up is the centipedes.
I'm all by myself. Why did I do this?
All right, you see these centipedes, seeing Varix standing there with that bright lantern in front of them. They begin swarming right onto him, and swarms are allowed to enter your space.
Rude.
Do you see the centipede start trying to crawl up your legs, up your arms, surrounding you, biting at you? As for action number 2, you will do a swarming bite, which I need a DC 20 reflex save. I don't have you targeted. Sorry.
oh no.
Natural 1.
Nat 1. All right.
It's getting me.
I need this doubled. So you take a total of 12 damage
Ugh.
as the bites start going in your clothes, biting your arms, biting your legs. You feel them crawling up your back.
Help me
That is
before they
2
get my
actions.
hat.
That is 2 actions, and for its 3rd action, it is just going to swing at map. Or it doesn't do map because it is a reflex save, but it is going to attempt to bite you one more time. So give me that save again.
Oh no.
Daddy, no.
That is another failure. But it's just a basic one this time, so you only take the 1d8 piercing.
Oh, and
One more-
venom.
Hold on. I think Foundry has this thing written up wrong. It looks like it's supposed to be attack, and the save is supposed to be a for the venom. No, there's no attack. It says each enemy in the swarm's place takes
Yeah.
1d8 damage. So
It's
Yeah,
just
swarms are
six.
usually like that.
on that first attack, just take 6, not 12. Okay.
Okay.
But you did critically fail the venom on that first attack. So you do have stage 1 venom, which is 1d6 poison, and you're off guard for a round.
No.
Damn. Varric, you look a little green already.
Don't die. It's going to be hard to explain that to a new party member.
All right, Roskarn, you're up. You see the centipede just covering Varric. You're about 15 feet away. You see trees around you. What do you do?
Roskarn will draw his rapier. He had that sheathed this entire time. And we'll see the swarming, as swarms do. Our ally Varric here.
Swarm's gonna swarm.
Gotta do
And
it.
he will reach out from his position. He's not going to move this turn. He will reach out with his shielded hand, because that's the fun thing about bucklers, is they're strapped to your arm, so it still counts as a free hand.
Mm-hmm.
And cast Forbidding Ward on him. Which you may
Alright.
need to Noble, you may need to drop that spell effect on.
It's on
Varric
me.
there. Okay, and that will end Roskarn's turn.
All right.
Somebody save me! There's Smallville.
Elias.
Me from these bugs.
So Elias is going to take a look at this swarm. He is going to do a recall knowledge. That's part of his devise a stratagem. So what recall knowledge should I do?
You can do nature, or if you have an applicable lore, you can do that. Just let me know what the lore would be if you have it.
Add that plus
Otherwise,
one.
it's nature.
It's going to be nature then.
All right. All right. It's been a while since I played an investigator. Do you get your recall knowledge right up front, or is that when you choose whether to attack or to recall knowledge?
So I get the recall knowledge first.
Okay, got
And
it.
then if I succeed,
You did
if I
succeed.
succeed, I get a +1 circumstance bonus to my
Got it.
just D20 roll.
Yeah, I remember that. So you do get one question. What would you like to know about this centipede?
Vulnerabilities. Does it
Vulnerabilities.
seem to have any weakness based off of what I have seen in their movements?
Yeah, you could tell that they have area damage weakness of 5 and splash damage of 5.
Can you say that first one again? I'm sorry.
Area damage, like AoE spells.
Okay. Elias is just going to let everybody know. If you have anything that can do area of effects, that would be the best way to kill these things. I am useless, so have fun.
Great.
All right, anything else you want to do this turn?
I don't think he has anything he can do.
All right. Baron, you are up.
All right. All right. Byron is going to step forward over here to kind of take some of the brunt of these attacks that are about to be displayed. Help Varric a little bit. And then that's one action. My second action, I should have my shield raised already because I was in defend for my exploration activity. I did say I drew my sword earlier, but I forgot to hit the button for that.
That's fine.
One action to move. I might as well just attack. I don't have any AoE spells or any of that stuff, so I'm also useless, but an attack is an attack. So let's do that. Striking with my sword. Byron raises his sword above his head and slashes down at the ground for a 14.
Again, it's almost like these centipedes have a preternatural knowledge of your attacks, because as you swing down, they spread, leaving an open gap for you to strike the mud, missing all of them.
All right. Final action. We'll try one more. Crit fish. And that's a 5 on the die for a
Another
9. All right. That is my turn.
Next up, these centipedes rear up on their hind legs, looking at you, Byron, as they swarm into you. Now you and Varric both are covered in these little creatures. They start going up your legs, trying to get into your armor, as you will take that 1d8 piercing damage. Give me a basic DC 20 basic reflex save, trying to stop this venom from cycling into your body. And you do take
reflex
damage. It says DC 20 basic reflex.
Yeah.
You do take 7 damage, by the way.
That's an 18.
18 is a
Damage
failure.
Oh.
So let me pull up his character sheet. So you are stage 1 of this poison right now. You take another 1d6 damage and is off guard for 1 round. Alberg. your
Yeah.
friends
So,
covered in these little centipedes. You tell there's maybe they make a grunt or something as they are bitten, and poison is cycling through their bodies. What do you do?
yeah. So, I am going to move. Actually, not going to move. I'm just going to cast Caustic Blast. The range on that's 30 feet. So if I could, I'd like to cast it like around right here. So it's a 5-foot burst, like right behind those centipedes to like kind of splash it behind, like lob it over everybody and splash it behind them, so
Mhm.
that this acid splashes all over these
Nice.
swarms of centipedes. So let me
Sure.
place this 5-foot burst if I could, so that I'll hit them and not splash onto my friends. Oh, watch your heads, lads! And he's gonna grip his staff, and just out of the firework rocket at the top of it, you're just gonna see like a fountain of acid just spray out of it over the top, like just in an arc over everyone's head. And just some green acid's gonna splash the ground uh, behind these things and kind of just start melting them, perhaps, depending on their saves. Let's see
All
what
right.
that spell requires. It looks like it requires a reflex save, a basic reflex save from them.
Yeah, can you pop it in chat? It usually will give me the
Yeah.
hyperlink.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
we go.
He does succeed, and this one succeeds. So you take half damage. So roll damage.
All right. But it will trigger their area of area weakness. So 6 damage, half of that's 3.
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have
3
half that.
acid damage.
Oh no.
Isn't it heightened or auto heightened?
Oh, that's right. It would be. Um,
It would be 2d8.
it would be 2d8. So let me roll another d8 here.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. There we go. So 7 total acid damage plus their whatever their weakness is.
so 7 plus I believe it's 5. So 12 damage.
To both of them. Let's go. And then with my last action, I think I would just raise my shield, and I would just tell Elias, "You're not useless, lad. Keen minds like ours always find a way. Good looking out." And that's my turn.
Awesome. You are up, Vark.
Okay. Let's see. Varric is going to just attack. Well, I guess I could exploit vulnerability again. I will do exploit vulnerability on the other one.
The one Byron's fighting.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me roll some esoterica on that.
That is a success.
Okay.
As you recall, important fact about the creature, learning its highest weakness. All right. Let's see. Its highest weakness is, we'll say area damage 5, and splash damage is the same. So I'll give you both of them. Area damage and splash damage is both 5.
Okay. Now I okay. Now I can. I'm gonna attack the one in front of me. 15 on the die for a 20. That's a hit.
Squish
And
'em.
rolling some damage.
Squishing some centipedes with a hammer. Nothing better.
Yeah.
So crunchy.
Oh. Follows up with a second strike. 17, that's a miss. So we know its AC is 18 or up,
All right.
perhaps.
Learning.
All right. It is the centipede's turn. I did notice with your little exploit vulnerability that it has this tag here that affects my swarming bites. That I have to do a flat check when I'm trying to attack you with it.
Oh,
Affects swarming bites. If the creature attempts to concentrate or manipulate action while affected, it must exceed a DC 5 flat check. Or the
No,
action is lost.
those flat checks are ones that Vark should be rolling to, and it's only one of them to make sure that his action goes through because he's the one doing a manipulate action.
Got it.
Oh.
Got it.
Exploit vulnerability is a manipulate action, so he'll need to roll that DC 5 flat check. If he passes, then the exploit vulnerability goes off. If he fails, then it doesn't go off, but it's a DC 5. I don't see how you failed that. Knock on wood, I didn't just curse that.
20%.
Natural 1.
Okay, got it. Okay, the centipedes are up. They are still swarming you, Varric. Oh, before you end your turn, you need to do a because you're poisoned. Give me that fortitude saving throw to stage off the poison.
okay.
You are no longer
Success.
poisoned. You are stage 1, so it goes to 0. So you poison is off. But it is the centipede's turn. As they swarm up your legs, as they continue to try to bite you, you do automatically take that 1d8 piercing damage.
Oh,
which
you know
is-
what?
Wait.
What?
I am going to use my Glimpse of Redemption reaction. So when an enemy damages my ally and they are both in my champion's aura, which both the enemy and my ally are, the enemy hesitates under the weight of sin as visions of redemption play in their mind's eye. So what Byron does is he looks down at this collection of centipedes and he says, "You shall not hurt my friends. Pharasma has a great place for you if you can only abstain from your sin." And they must make the choice to repent, and the ally is either unharmed, or they can refuse and still go through with the attack, which makes all damage against the triggering damage. Okay, so he would gain 5 resistance to the attack, and the enemy would be enfeebled 2.
Wow.
Wow, a swarm of centipedes getting moral dilemma, but they don't even have a mindless tag, so I can't even argue that. So, sure, they are going to repent. That you see them kind of slither off, start slithering a little bit away from Varric, but they're still on him. But they're like, in centipede, they're like, I'm sorry.
They're considering the ramifications of their actions.
Yeah,
As it is Rothgarn.
Also, Noble, I just wanted to tell you, this Caustic Blast doesn't get heightened until rank 3. So, do you want to take away 4 damage from both of them?
Sure, I'll add 4 to it.
Yeah.
Well, not 213.
Dirty liar is what I'm hearing.
No, you were right. It's heightened +2 that it increases, so it won't be till rank 3 that it gets heightened.
All right, Rosgard, you see the centipedes swarming your friends. Some of them look not as swarmy as before. The rain is pounding down. Lightning is striking behind you. You are soaked to the bone. What do you do?
Going to take a quick step up behind. As he does so, he's going to take a look at both Varric and Baron and see that Varric's doing pretty okay, but Baron's got some nicks and stuff, so he's going to pull out his he's going to just take a quick dip into his healer's kit on his belt and just slap a plaster on it.
Also, roll me that battle medicine. Just a success. All right. Baron, you do get 9 healing. And that is 2 actions for you, Rosgard. You have 1 left.
Yeah, last action will be to just step back out of. It's just a quick in and out. There we go.
Right. Next up, Elias. What would you like to do?
All right. Elias is going to do his devise a stratagem again, and he's going to do recall knowledge. So essentially, he saw Baron yell at the swarm of centipedes, and the centipedes seem to back off. So Elias is wanting to know if that means they can be scared off and we don't necessarily have to fight them.
Roll me that recall knowledge. Yeah.
Rolling.
20 is a success. What is your question again?
Can they be scared off?
Yeah, there's no resistance or immunities to frighten, so yes, they can.
Elias is going to look over at the old man and be like, if I die, I'm haunting whoever's bad decision this is. So he is going to move up, and I'm going to roll a d20. Okay, so I won't use that for my attack, but what I will do is Elias is going to yell at the swarm, and like raise his hands and like, oh, get out of here. I will get the raid. Basically trying to intimidate it.
Yeah, roll me that intimidation. Oh, 13 plus add your modifiers.
So it's going to be 19.
19. 1 second. That is a success.
Get him.
He's scaring them.
All right, they are getting the frightened one tag. Which specific one are you targeting?
I'm going to do the one that's right in front of Varric.
He is currently frightened one. Boom.
You can scare these things away. We don't have to kill them.
All right. As you tell it to shoot, you get the raid at it. You're going to see the scene start shifting, zooming out, seeing this manor. You're seeing these birds, hundreds of them, watching you as you fight the centipedes. As the scene fades to black,